What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for Lines.com, Playpicks.com. Going to talk to you about Monday Night Football before we get things going. As always, go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comment section how you play this game tonight. Yeah, Patriots and the Jets, not the sexiest game at all. Two pretty bad teams actually going to be going at it. This won't be the longest video. Fair warning, I've only got one play on this thing, and I'm not super confident that I love it anyway. So it is just it's a weird game, weird stuff going on. So no need to force bets in there just because it happens to be Monday Night Football. It's Masters Week. Super excited. Got my golf hat on. Wish I had a Masters hat. Don't have a Masters hat, but really looking forward to the Masters as well this week. So good way to kick things off here. Only better things to look forward to after this football game. So the big thing here to note: injuries. Stephon Gilmore, of course, the standout cornerback for the Patriots, is questionable. Looks like to be the bad side of questionable, and the Patriots actually listed 17 different players as questionable for this game. That is the truth. N'Keal Harry, the wide receiver, is out for them. Blake Cashman for the Jets is out. Sam Darnold, doubtful. Looks like we're going to have Joe Flacco. That came down on Saturday. Quinnen Williams, also doubtful, the defensive lineman there for them. Good news if you're a Jets fan, it looks like you're going to have Jamison Crowder and Brashad Perriman back in the lineup this week. So there is that's going for them. Of course, written breakdown over here on the lines. Let's see where we sit right now. At DraftKings, 9.5 in favor of the Patriots, 41.5 your total. 9.5, 41.5 over here at FanDuel, and 9.5, 41.5 over here at MGM. You can see juiced here, not here, but juiced at these two. So it's heading to 10 probably at FanDuel and BetMGM. So if you're looking to take the Jets, maybe hold out a little bit because you might get a 10 over at FanDuel or at MGM, as we are juiced on the 9.5 over there. So look, Patriots offense actually has been pretty good running the ball, and that's about it. Obviously, passing has been completely atrocious. Their pass offense is 30th DVOA in the league. So absolutely horrible, but they have been running the ball pretty efficiently because, look, Cam Newton's been running the ball a ton, and we'll talk about that when we get to the prop section. The Jets offense has been absolutely atrocious, and I'll come back over here if you want to read along over on the lines. But Jets offense have been atrocious. Look, their pass blocking, terrible, 31st in the league. Pass offense, 32nd in the league. Their yards per play is 4.2, which is last in the league. Third down conversion percentage, last in the league. Rush offense, 29th DVOA. So I don't have to tell you, they're just at the bottom of the league in pretty much every offensive category that there is. On the defensive side of the ball, however, I mean, it's kind of like a strength on strength type situation because the Patriots really only run the ball well, but the Jets actually defend the run well. So when you look, their rush defense, according to Pro Football Focus, is actually 9th overall. If you look at DVOA, it's 10th overall. They're only giving up 4.1 yards per carry, which is 10th overall as well. So that said, I don't expect the Patriots to come out and try to fling the ball all over the field because, one, Cam Newton hasn't been very good as far as doing that this year, and two, they're just down all these receivers, right? I mean, it's basically Jacoby Myers or bust at this point for the Patriots. On the Patriots defensive side of things, their rush defense is actually pretty terrible. So if you're the Jets, you would want to attack the Patriots on the ground. The problem is the Jets offense, as we mentioned, their run offense, 29th in the league according to DVOA. So there's just no real strategy that sticks out to me as how either team is going to go about attacking the other. Again, the strength of the Patriots is their rush offense. That is the strength of the Jets defense. The weakness of the Patriots defense is the run defense, but that's a weakness the offense in general is a weakness for the Jets, but the rush offense is certainly not any good either. So it's just it's tough to try and decide how this game is going to get played out here. Let's look at the player prop side of things, and I'll let you know. This is a couple of just informational stuff here. Nothing in my account yet. Maybe we'll make it into my account later. But if you do look here on the rushing yards, and I actually think we're a little bit better on rushing yards over here at over at FanDuel. So yet. So Cam rushing yards is 46 over here as opposed to 47 over here. And I think we're way up at 50 over here at BetMGM. So rushing, Cam Newton is way up at 50 over here. So you're getting 46 over here at FanDuel. Listen, he's averaging 10 rushes a game, right? And he's averaging over 5 yards a carry. So if he just does what he's been averaging all year, he gets you to this number. Now, that's just not very easy to say, like, oh, he's just going to do that. Again, we just mentioned that the Jets' run defense is actually their strength. That being said, with nobody out there to catch passes, no N'Keal Harry, no Julian Edelman, are they going to try to just go run heavy anyway, right? Is Bill Belichick just going to try and make this a dirty, nasty, ugly game and just try to creep out of there with a win, as opposed to going and doing something that they're not very good at? So does Cam's 10 carries become 12? If that's the case, you're feeling real good about holding over 46.5 ticket as far as his rushing total. So just something to think about there as you go to make your prop bets. The only other one that I was looking at is receiving yards and Jacoby Myers. And as I mentioned, the thing about Jacoby Myers, we'll compare these numbers real quick. But the thing about Jacoby Myers is he's just the only guy in town, right? So it's way higher over here on FanDuel than it is at DraftKings. So it's 46.5 here at DraftKings. What are we looking at MGM? Receiving yards, Myers, 49. So, so look, I don't expect him to throw it all over the field, all over the yard, and I don't expect Cam Newton to go ham throwing the ball or anything like that. But Jacoby Myers is literally the de facto only wide receiver that they've got, that he's got that has any sort of chemistry with him at all. I mean, Damiere Byrd's out there, but he's been horrible. So Jacoby Myers is really the only guy out there that Cam has to throw the ball to, So he's not going to throw for 0 yards in this game. Even if he has a completely atrocious game, if they decide to just run, and he has a completely horrible passing game, he's still going to throw for 140, 150, 160 yards. And that'd be 30, that'd still be 40, 50 yards underneath what his prop is set at. So even if he has a terrible, terrible, terrible day, I mean, how much of that goes to Jacoby Myers? So over on Jacoby Myers probably will end up in my account actually on this, because again, just de facto the only guy to throw the ball to in that wide receiving core. So the only way I'm playing this game, guys, is and it bumped to 42, which is even better because I'm playing under in this game. So let's talk about the Jets in this thing, right? Their last 4 games, 10 points, no points, 10 points, 9 points. They can't put any points on the board. I understand they're getting Jamison Crowder back, and that's a good thing, but it's going to be Joe Flacco under center, who's completed right at 50%, 51% of his passes since he's, in the limited sample size that he's been playing for the Jets, but still 51% of his passes. And this team has just been no good at all in scoring points. I mean, they've scored over 20 points one time all season. They've actually scored over 17 points one time all season long. So, like I said, even though it's a strength of the Jets defense, I expect the Patriots to just run the ball and bleed the clock. And maybe the Jets decide to try and attack the Patriots in the only way that they know how, which is on the ground. The Patriots defense, their run defense is actually the weakness again, right? So maybe the Jets do that as well. And don't force Flacco into making errors and whatever. The only way the only thing that makes me nervous about this under is the turnover thing, right? Because Flacco could be just, he's a shell of himself as it is anyway, and he could just be completely brutal, right? Sack, strip sack, pick 6 or something like that, and that's where unders go to die, as we all know. But I like the under in this game. It's going to be my only real play at all. Probably only like a half unit play as it is anyway. Don't love this game. Kind of hate this game, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, but it's football and it's on Monday night, so we're going to be watching. Under 42 is how I'm going to play it, and not really jumping up and down about it, if we're being perfectly honest. Go ahead and take a look here. Full written breakdown over at thelines.com. Ugly Monday night football game between the Patriots and the Jets with Joe Flacco under center for the Jets. If you need a sportsbook account, just click your state up here. It will take you to whatever. Well, hit Colorado, and you can see very best things you can possibly get: free money, match bets, risk-free bets, all that, different things like that. So be sure and take advantage of that and make sure that you're getting the best line, best numbers, and the best bonuses that are out there. Guys, thanks for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up and let us know in that comment section how you are going to play Monday Night Football. Good luck on all your bets.